How can a small business go from their original niche target audience to a worldwide audience? And what are kind of some of the changes that the branding might experience moving from point A to point B?
So part of that is looking when you do create your brand. The reason that I talk about going through the whole process, that whole iceberg situation, is like the more depth you have, the easier it will be to make these decisions when you are ready to scale, right? So usually what happens, I don't know if the question is from someone who has like a physical product or a service or what that is, but usually what happens if it's a physical product is you do have to switch into different gears, into like mass production as opposed to, you know, the handcrafted packaging. So how do you design your packaging where it actually makes sense from a price point to be able to even offer that type of packaging, right? Sometimes you have to literally reinvent your product. The other aspect is I've seen small businesses, like really small business, that have products that get a really big partner, and the partner, such as the store, comes back to them and says, actually, we need your packaging to look like this, and we actually need you to change your brand because we have something similar here. And so if it happens too early on, you can actually get your brand taken away from you and really adjusted too much. That's why a lot of people go direct to consumer first. They launch on Shopify, they do markets, they do things like that, right? And then if it's a service-based brand or a software, sometimes when you do scale, you end up becoming, your branding becomes more niche to who ends up starting to use your stuff more. So, for example, if you started an accounting software and for whatever reason it ended up being used primarily in one industry, you may actually adjust your branding and your messaging to that industry. Not to say that other people can't use it, but you're speaking to that industry. And if you say we're the accounting system for people in the construction and home and development industry, those people are going to flock to that software because they feel like it's for them.